The top budget Yu-Gi-Oh decks from January 2024. Me and chat, we're going to be debating on what are the best budget Yu-Gi-Oh decks and giving you ideas for what you could be playing right now. And of course, as a special thank you for helping me pay my editors, I'm going to be putting personal deck list on my Patreon. Let's jump on in. Holy crap. Oh, you guys are already spewing. Bro, I can't wait to do the budget tier list tomorrow, guys. Anything that needs Horus Engine or Spoils Engine is disqualified. 100% agree. I think the best thing to do here is to start talking about really cheap budget decks. And then as we go deeper into the video, we'll get just a little bit more expensive, but stay within that $100 range. Do they have to be a good deck? Yes, I think they have to be good decks. I also think we need to focus on some really important cards that can beat the top decks. I think personally, if your deck can play graveyard manipulation, like if it has some usage with cards like DD Crow, maybe Abyss Dweller or Dimension Shifter, the deck gets a huge plus. Also, if your deck can avoid destroying monsters, because that's really popular right now, I also think that's a huge plus. Sword Soul, but I'm a master with it. You know, Sword Soul is actually probably one of the cheapest Yu-Gi-Oh decks you can get your bang for your buck for. It can make Baron, yes. Sword Soul summons really powerful monsters like Baron de Flor and Shishao, but I think it actually has some hidden cards that people aren't paying attention to. For example, both Xing Ying and Sinister Sovereign Shi Xing Long Yuan allow you to get rid of threats without destroying them. This is really good against decks like Fire King. Pep in a pitch, oh, it can make Psychic and Punisher. Bro, this deck is the king at Synchro Summoning. Now, I'm normally on my Copium pick with Sword Soul Iris inside of the deck, but the deck also can run a ton of hand traps. DD Crows, Ghost Spells, Ash Blossoms, Effect Veilers, this, that, the third. You can run a lot of hand interruptions to be able to slow down your opponent. And since Sword Soul is a 1 and 2 card combo deck, it's really easy to set up your board and draw the cards that you need. The deck is really good at drawing. Taya can be a 1-card Virtual World Shinshin? Huh. That's like Dimension Shifter. How cheap is a Sword Soul deck, chat? Moye is still 16? Bro, what are you on? Moye is $6. I be getting scammed here? Holy crap. He paid $16 for Moye. Help him out, chat. I actually made a video where I built the entire Sword Soul deck in $50, guys. It's literally a $50 budget Yu-Gi-Oh deck, especially thanks to the Legendary Collection 25th anniversary. I think Sword Soul's versatility and cheapness is what makes it a really good budget Yu-Gi-Oh deck. It's probably the cheapest deck that we're going to discuss here, but as you already know, we got some others. Red Dragon Archfiend? I actually can't wait for the new support to come out, guys. That deck is going to be crazy, but I don't think it's like secretly expensive. Think about it, guys. The Bestial cards, the Horus cards are good in there. Like, Dispatter? Oh yeah, Dispatter is expensive for Red Dragon Archfiend. So go ahead and get Flundereese out, chat. Go ahead and say it. You know you want to say it. Dreaming Town Best Trap? No. You want to know what's the irony about Flundereese is that it does fit what we were just talking about. This deck can not only main Dimension Shifter, it can search DD Crow. So it is one of the decks that fits the criteria of being able to stop graveyard reliancy. Map Best Spell? Oh my god, I absolutely hate Flundereese personally, but I respect it as a budget Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Normusimi, Flundereese Impin. I ain't gonna lie though, that Flundereese player that likes Flundereese Snowl, he's a Chad. It reminds me of my my love for Vaporeon. No, you stop that, sir. You leave that Pokemon alone. Well, if you've seen any of my shorts, you already know. Vaporeon is the most suitable mate. No debate. Flundereese is one of the very few decks that can activate Dimensional Shifter even past the first turn because it does do a good job at managing the graveyard, making it always a threat against graveyard-reliant decks. Flu is also one of the best control decks in the game. Impin, Apex Avian, along with that Monarch that can consistently add back Dimension Shifter. The deck has some spice to it. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's 100% right. The deck is crazy strong. Flu should be flushed down the toilet. Holy crap. I'm not gonna lie, you're probably gonna lose some friends playing Flundereese. We have this one Flundereese guy at our locals, and he's a cool guy, but he's not playing Flundereese. Fur Hire Best Engine? Oh yeah, the Fur Hire Runic deck is actually pretty good. Runic overall is a decent choice. Sharks? Holy! Bro, I gotta tell you about Sharks again. So Sharks are getting a new Armored Exceed card. It's trash. But the best thing about this is that it needed that one card to be able to make multiple Exceeds with just 1 to 2 Shark cards. The deck becomes way more consistent, and I can't think of a single expensive card. It might be cheaper than Swordshold. Kragan go Burr? Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Yo, this deck is like the king of Abyss Dweller. It actually makes all of your water monsters stronger. People forget about that effect. Yo, Sharks might hands down be one of the best secret budget Yu-Gi-Oh decks in the entire game. I mean, price point for strength is crazy right now. Yo, chat, how expensive is Shark? Holy crap, totally awesome. It's a 90-cent ultra rare. It's probably cheaper than the Swordsholds. Abyss Shark is the most expensive card at $5. Yeah, it might be cheaper than Swordshold. How expensive is Draco Future? Okay, that might be a little more expensive, right? But I know it had 2 print. Chat, Utopic Draco Future is $8. Like, the deck is cheap. It's really, really cheap. Maybe it's because you like need Zeus. Maybe that's the problem. All right, you're probably gonna need a Zeus. And Zeus is about 16 bucks. So maybe it isn't as cheap as Swordshold, but it's still a really good cheap budget deck. Is Exo Sisters cheap? My guy. Exo Sisters might be another one of those great budget cheap Yu-Gi-Oh decks. Why? Cards like we said, Dimension Shifter, crazy. It can make Exceeds, Abyss Dweller, crazy. But more importantly, DD Crow can actually trigger the effect of your stepsister Martha. I mean, Exo Sister Martha. Just pretend Nib doesn't exist? Oh no, yeah. You know what's crazy though? A lot of players are playing Nibiru the Primal Being less too. That's why we said decks like Swordshold. Exo Sister, as long as Nib isn't in the format, which it's iffy right now, Exo Sister can be really, really good. I think if you are on a genuine budget, then Exo Sisters would probably be one of your best choices. But if you aren't, nah, I still think it could be a solid choice. It's a solid one, not the best, but for the budget you're getting, oh my God, it's so good. Trap Tricks, Scareclaw, those are decent budget Yu-Gi-Oh decks, 100%. Madolche, yeah, that's pretty good. I also think that Fire King is a budget Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Seriously, guys, I gotta say, I was wrong. There are multiple ways to play Fire King. The Sinful Spoils engine is not necessary. The Fire King Tri-Brigade deck, phenomenal. Once I realized that Tri-Brigade kit was a fire beast monster that Fire King legendary Avatar Garunas can destroy, holy crap, chat. It's actually crazy. You gotta remember, the Tri-Brigade monsters can banish DD Crow. They can also search DD Crow. Like, that's really, really good. If you can play it without SP, then yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. SP is another card. All right, so all of the other decks though, you can play without SP. Fire King Tri-Brigade, you also can play without SP. You got SP at home, it's double Dragon Lords. Madolche doesn't destroy? Don't get us started with Madolche. Hero can definitely be budget. Oh yeah, Hero is really, really good. Another deck that I want to talk to you guys about, and I am not coping, I swear, is Flame Swordsman. Bro, this is me with the Flame Swordsman. I'm getting everybody. I think because so many other players will be focused on cards like Bonfire, Transaction Rollback, and Triple Tactics Thrust, the Flame Swordsman cards will be incredibly budget, and once they do become budget, it is a solid Yu-Gi-Oh deck that can be mixed with some other strategies. I mean, with just fighting Flame Swordsman, you can end up on Ultimate Flame Swordsman, which can destroy a card during either player's turn. You can combine this with a ton of other engines like Makanko or Infernoble. I think Flame Swordsman actually has so much potential as a budget Yu-Gi-Oh deck, it's going to be crazy. Plus, big dog, it is a fire Yu-Gi-Oh deck. It's getting so much support in Phantom Nightmare through Prometheus, and just so happens to be a warrior deck. So anytime we get warrior support, it's gonna be phenomenal. Then of course, there's also Rescue Ace. I think the Rescue Ace reprints in Maze of Millennia are clutch. If you're building on to an ultra competitive deck, this may be the choice for you because you can play it as a really good budget deck now and then upgrade with cards like Sinful Spoils to make your deck one of the best available. Bro, no, but I do have to give it to Sky Strikers. As much as I hate the deck is crazy. With cards like Upstart Goblin coming off the list, and if you can afford it, getting to that Dia Bellstar engine gives you a ton of spells. This deck is really good at being able to get at least 3 spells into the graveyard before it activates cards like Engage. My only problem with Sky Striker is that sometimes it takes way too long to play. Bro, I had an hour and 40-minute match with a Sky Striker player. He didn't win because he won. He got won because I just didn't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Sky Striker has no natural enemy cards. It's great at going second. It can easily load the graveyard with spell cards, and it plays an amazing grind game. Let's also talk about Azalea being that card. Crazy. Oh yeah, Azalea is really good. Bro, the Sky Striker deck pretty much plays forever. It doesn't necessarily have some of those advantages like Dweller and some of the things that we said, but it is a deck that will out-tempo some of the best decks in the game and can play an incredible grind game. It's a really safe pick, especially if you know what you're doing. Plus, if you're one of the most suitable mates, it's no debate. I think that's all we got though. There's some really incredible decks that you guys could be looking at, and I hope that this video did help. Of course, go ahead and appease the algorithm gods by liking this video, commenting down below, and checking out some of these other videos for more amazing content.